Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. My name is Rachel. Today is Flexible Friday and we are getting into our joints, so specifically the wrists and the ankles. So if that sounds good to you, find a little bit of space to move. Let's get started, and just remember to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We're gonna start with our lovely toe squat. So you can just come onto your knees. We're gonna tuck all our toes underneath. So don't forget about the baby toe. So you're kind of trying to push the ball of the feet down, but your toes are tucking under. So we're really straightening those toes, lengthening those toes, getting a nice stretch. You're even gonna feel this through the bottom of the feet. You might even be feeling this through the ankles. So if it's too much, you can always have your hands on the mat. You could even be up here. You could be standing on your knees, or if you're coming all the way, sit on those heels, take all the weight out of the hands and just place your hands on your lap. So more often than not, people find this toe squat very intense. The really good stretch. It's a really good stretch for the feet and for the toes. So if you are one of the lucky few that actually don't feel this, you've got really flexible toes, let me know in the comments below, because I have a few variations for you that I'm not going to get into today, because most of us, including myself, feel this stretch already. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking now, you guys. Place your hands in your lap. Relax the shoulders away from the ears and maybe close the eyes. Finding your breath and just letting go of your day. Awesome, you guys. Surrendering into this foot toe stretch. So just try not to hold yourself up. Just let the gravity pull your body down. Lengthen the bottom of the feet, lengthen the toes. And we're just going to stay for another inhale. And as you exhale, come forward, bring your hands to the mat, untuck the toes, gently, lightly tap your feet onto the mat or onto the floor. Shake it out in any way you need to. And then we're going to have a seat on our heels. So don't tuck the toes, be on the top of the feet, sitting on the heels. And we're just going to lean backwards a little bit. So as you lean back, hopefully your knees want to just lift off the mat a little bit, so you can take all the weight into the hands. Just lean back, lift the knees. If it's easier to do one knee at a time, you can do one knee at a time. If you can do both, do both. But I want you to feel this in the top of the ankles, top of the feet. So the further you lean back and the higher you lift the knees, the more you're going to feel that. If you do want to work on your balance, maybe take your hands and place them on your lap with the knees still in the air. So if anybody's doing one knee right now, switch sides, do the other side. And everybody just relax, soften the upper body. Find the breath. Awesome work, you guys. So good. Let's take one more inhale. And exhale. Bring the knees down, shifting your weight onto your hands. So we're just going to move into our wrists a little bit. So you can take your fingertips and turn them to the edges of your mat, pushing the balls of the hands, the palms into the mat. So feeling this through the wrists and into the forearms even. If you are able to keep turning the fingertips, perhaps to face the knees, you can do that. So maybe your forearms are facing the front now. Still pushing the palms into the mat. I want you to let your head be nice and heavy. And just relaxing through the shoulders. And as you push your palms into the mat, just feel that stretch through the wrists. Awesome work, you guys. So slowly start to turn your fingertips back to face the front. And we're just going to take a little counter stretch. So you can do one hand at a time, just pushing the top of the hand into the mat. So we're just bending our wrist in the other direction. Or you can do both hands. But if you are doing one hand, feel free to switch sides now. Push the top of the hand into the mat. Awesome work, you guys. So slowly sit back on those heels. Just take a few wrist circles or shake out your wrists a little bit. We're going to move back into our ankles. So coming into kind of a lunge, you're going to bring your right foot forward. And instead of stacking the knee over the ankle, I want that knee coming really far past the toes. So that heel is lifting off of the mat. So keep sending the knee forward to lift the heel, and then just let your chest rest on your front knee as you use that body weight to push the knee forwards, and then you're going to feel that all through the back of that ankle. So even though the heel is lifted, you're still kind of trying to bring it down. So as you push it down, you should deepen the stretch you're getting through the ankle, even up into the calf. But if it does touch down, if your heel does touch down, I don't want it to do that. So send the knee further forward. And then just relax your upper body. Let's take a few more breaths on this side. So just let the chest rest on the knee. Awesome job, you guys. So start to push yourself up, and we're going to bring that right knee back in. So before we go to that left ankle, we're just going to switch things up and go into the wrists a little bit more. So you can sit on your heels or maybe even sit cross-legged if you're really feeling that through the ankle right now. But our arms are going to reach out in front. And you're going to turn your thumbs to point down. So the top of the hands are towards each other. You're going to take your right hand and just place it on top of the left. Interlace the fingers really tight. Squeeze the palms together. And then you're just going to pull your hands down and up towards your chin through that hole that your arms are making. And keep that nice tight grip. Palms are touching, hopefully. And then you can keep extending the arms. So maybe you're here and you're feeling that through that right wrist and that right forearm. You can stay. Some people can straighten their arm all the way, but I want you to keep the palms together. So if your arms are straight and your palms aren't together, try to bring the palms together. However, if your arms are straight and you're like, I'm not getting much, lift your hands up towards the ceiling. I'm here and I'm feeling a nice stretch through my wrist and forearm, just as I am. Awesome, you guys. So start to pull those hands, the fist back towards your chin. Drop your hands through that hole, extend your arms out, and then release your arms, your hands to your sides. Do a few little wrist shakes or circles, whatever feels good. Let's do the other side. So reach your arms out again. Thumbs are pointing down. Left is going to come over the right this time. Interlace the fingers, squeeze the palms, and then pull those hands through up to the chin. And then you can straighten your arms as much as you'd like, as much as you can. Just relaxing the shoulders as always. Focusing on the breath. I'm just feeling whatever stretch you're getting in those arms, especially that left one. Awesome, you guys. Gently bring those hands back in, extending them out, and then let go. Take a little shake, a little massage, if you will, and then let's come back and do that left ankle. So you can come into your lunge, bringing the left foot forwards. Let that knee come really far past the big toe. Again, try to let the heel lift up off of the mat, and then rest your upper body on that front knee. Staying on this side for a few more moments. So just, if you need more, just keep trying to drop the heel, but keep resting your upper body on that front leg. Awesome work, you guys. So start to push yourself back. You can bring the left knee down to the mat again. We're going to stay on our hands and knees, moving back into the wrists. So our palms are going to come down. And before we turn our fingers to point out, but this time we're going to turn our fingers to point into the center. So you can do both hands or one hand, but fingers are pointing together. And then maybe you're staying here, just pushing your palms into the mat, feeling that through the wrists. Or maybe you can keep turning your fingers to point towards your knees. Again, finding however far you are able to turn your arms. It's all about those rotating those shoulders and the elbows and the wrists. So don't worry if your fingers don't want to point to the knees. It's a little awkward. But just push the palms into the mat. Let the head be heavy. Awesome work, you guys. Let's start to turn the fingers back to face the front, back to normal. And then take that counter stretch, bringing the top of the hand down. Maybe one hand, maybe both. And then when you're feeling good, switch sides if you haven't switched sides, and then just sit on your heels again. Do a few wrist circles or a little massage if you need it. We are going to finish off today by doing one last toe squat. So find your knees, tuck those toes under. The second time is always a little bit easier. So now you know what to do. Make your way into wherever you want to have your hands. Your hips, maybe they're up, maybe they're sitting on your heels. But right from the start here, if you're comfortable closing the eyes, let them close. Keeping the jaw soft. Maybe adding a little smile into this. Very nice, you guys. Let's take one more inhale. Bring your hands to the floor, untuck the toes, give them a little smack. I thought that second set was nice, a lot nicer than the first one. If you agree, let me know. If you disagree, let me know. Let's find a comfy seated position though. Cross-legged or however you want to sit. Bringing your hands together at heart center. Let's close our eyes, take a nice big inhale and exhale. Awesome practice today, you guys. Have a really awesome day. Namaste.